Hi, this is Dave Shapton from RedShark, and I'm with Margaret, who is the CEO of Signiant, one of the most interesting companies in the media space. Thanks very much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
And I'm familiar with some of your products. You're very much moving into cloud-oriented stuff as well for more enterprise-type organizations. But let's talk about Media Shuttle first of all.
Okay.
Which is how most of our readers will come across Media Shuttle. I mean, just to sum up, it's a great product for moving files. It has several aspects to it, but essentially, if you need to move a file from, let's say, a production company to a client, this is the way you need to do it, and you can even brand it so that it looks like it's part of your own system.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So how's it doing, Media Shuttle? What's the latest with this?
Yeah, we're really happy with how Media Shuttle is being accepted in the market, and particularly by post-production houses. So it's really kind of become the de facto standard for how post people move their files around.
Yes.
So a couple of new things over the last year that are really being adopted in post. One is that we now have the ability to use cloud object storage as the back end for Media Shuttle. So a lot of deployments are still using on-premises storage, and we're happy to support that. But it's very easy now to spin up a portal using cloud storage. So particularly for the project-oriented nature of Post, if somebody just needs to really quickly get some storage and a portal up and running, they can just pop it up in Amazon or Azure.
So it gives you that granularity and the immediacy that the scalability, I guess, as well.
Exactly, and that storage independence that people always tell us that they want some assets and some kinds of work product being kept on premises, and it's really important to be on their network, whereas other kinds, they're happy to use public cloud storage.
So, I mean, you're obviously customer driven. What are your customers asking for these days? What are their priorities? Because we're all kind of exploring this new world of the cloud, of dealing with very large files, high resolutions. What are people asking you for?
Yeah. An interesting thing for me is that there's all of this complex technology, but one of the key things people keep asking us for is simplicity.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So the world moves faster and faster, and we can't make it too complicated or too difficult to do things. So another example for Media Shuttle is a capability we call auto delivery that now means that you can have unattended automated deliveries of content. So sort of a publish subscribe. So I can designate a folder on my computer that anytime I put anything into it, it's automatically moved to a shuttle portal. So
it's a watched folder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's super simple, and a person can set it up just boom, boom, boom. So I think that's one of the things that we need to really keep our eye on, is no matter how complex the technology is, especially in the post business where you're always under time pressure, and you might come in and out of new environments, you need to keep it really simple to use.
Well, I don't know whether you share my theory, which is that the better technology gets, the simpler it should be for practitioners. And that's a good example, isn't it? Because all the complexity is hidden.
Yeah, and we're really vigilant about that at Signiant. We have, in fact, a user experience designer on our staff to make sure that you can go down the path of things that are designed for engineers by engineers, and that doesn't help the creative professional, and it doesn't help the operations manager responsible for those creative professionals. So we really try to keep our eye on the people who are touching our technology day to day, and make sure that we give them the most seamless and easiest experience that we can.
Now, I'm tempted to ask you, where do you think Signiant's going to be in 5 years? But that's not a question any of us can answer about anything in this, tornado of technology. But what do you think the trends are?
Yeah.
What are the important trends?
I definitely am a believer in the cloud.
Yes.
And that's what I hear from our customers, is that nobody's going to suddenly come in one day and pop everything up to the cloud, but there's going to be a hybrid environment. And we need to make sure that we're continuing to support the different cloud platforms, that we're helping our customers be agnostic with respect to which cloud platform and on-premises software. And I also believe that this move towards simplicity and ease of use is just going to continue to be a really strong force in our industry.
Well, as a user, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm sure everyone will. Margaret, thanks ever so much. Really interesting talking to you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.